don't expect her to be hitting you this hard, but these punches just come in so hard, and that's why you kind of like expose yourself a little bit, hoping to hit her. And while you do manage to hit her, you're still taking just like massive amounts of bludgeoning damage from this. But you do 8 more.
I've rolled a 1 on a 1d6 4 times in a row.
Wow.
That sucks.
All right, so she goes again.
Great.
Hits you 1 more time and another time, so 2 more times.
Stop the count. Yeah, those are both hits.
16 more bludgeoning damage.
Yeah, I'm down.
Yeah, and the crowd goes with these 2 final hits, screams out even louder, "Oh!" as you hit the floor, and she just kind of backs up. And by the way, this is also non-lethal damage, so she just drops you to 0 to knock you out. And she like backs off, and the referee goes down. Go ahead and make a Constitution saving throw, as he says, 1, 2. Another Constitution save. Oh, you rolled a 1. 3.
What? I rolled a 6.
Yeah, but it was a 1, a natural 1, right?
Kick her ass.
Oh, that's no. You rolled a
5.
5. That's 1 modifier. I keep forgetting. Okay, cool. So yeah, second Constitution saving throw. All right, you pull yourself back up, barely managing to pull yourself to the knees at 1 HP.
All right, I'm gonna keep going.
All right.
Oh.
You missed the first one and again stumble around, and she just like she shakes her head and then takes her advantage shot, hitting you and missing the second attack.
Yells, Biko, that's enough.
Varys is gonna find a bookie and start betting money on Alira.
Okay, to be fair, I think when Biko would have went down, especially when he would have went down, nobody would have taken your bet.
Yeah,
Come on, Biko, you got this. Come on, everybody, Alira, on Alira.
Okay.
You take 7 more.
Come on, buy a drink.
He says 1 Constitution saving throw. All right, you pull yourself back up at 1.
I put my hands up for a couple seconds, and then I reach out to shake her hand. I'm like, nope, I'm good. I know my place.
She looks at you kind of funny, and while still with 1 fist up, she attempts to grab your hand and shake it.
Yeah, I shake it and stumble my way to the bar and get another drink.
And she says,
just like blood everywhere.
Yeah, and she says, you fought well, little man.
Yeah, I would say back, like,
next round is on me.
Ooh, hey.
Varys,
yeah, that was fun.
Invisibility.
That was fun. I'll have to
Do
come
I
back
know
and
you?
try
She kind
again.
of like squints. You seem familiar.
Yeah, we've met, but, you know, I'm a fan of you. I just wanted to have a chance to fight. That's all.
Well, all right then. She kind of stumbles back and reaches for another bottle and yells out, "Where's the next one? What did I tell you? Keep him coming.
I want to go up and...
That man's next drink is on me."
Yeah, I go up to the bartender. I'm like, I want that drink now.
He gets you another big jug of ale.
Varys walks up to Biko. I knew you almost had it in you. I was behind you the whole time.
And at this point, Kaelin and Dreyer walk in.
What do we see as we walk in?
You see Biko with like half his face covered in blood, drinking another ale at the bar, and Varys kind of like patting him on the back.
He would put it down and he'd have a big smile on his face.
What's new?
Dreyer walks up, still a little concerned, and says, "What happened to you?"
He's an idiot. That's what happened to him.
I nod over to the stage and I'm like, "Oh, Lyra's here," and I just saw a chance to make some money.
Zior says, "You got balls, little man." And he takes a fist and like pumps his chest once.
I'm surprised that Zior didn't join.
I know, right? Well, you see, Alira, now that you
How
ask,
is this close? I almost had her. And he holds up one hand, but it's like all battered. And he's like trying to do this, but it's like trying to make a really small space, but it's like really sore and it hurts. So he's like
He says,
shaking. He's like, I was this close. I almost had her.
Zero says, own your losses, little man. Also,
Yeah, she got me a drink because I lost.
you
So,
got
you know.
you got your ass kicked by a half-drunken woman, but you fought well,
He-
nevertheless. Own it.
Half his face is like all bloody. He's like, well, it was pretty close. It was pretty close. You should see the other guy.
Yeah, she's right there,
No, the ref.
and she's fighting she's fighting another guy in the ring already.
As all of this is
Whatever.
going
It was
on,
fun. I got a
I
free
feel-
drink. I'm happy with it.
Bloom just rolls her eyes and says, "Where were you guys?"
Yeah, anywho, I assume that Kaylin and I relay the information that we learned.
Oh, well, that's all right. So y'all know where the tree is then.
Not exactly.
Well, at least we got an idea that it's real. I mean, Kaylin's, I knew you had it in you with your dreams, but that's good news.
Are you okay?
What's that?
No, I don't know. So
I've had
another,
half a wine too many.
so something, I don't know if you thought about this at all, Dreyer, but I don't know. Maybe we should not talk about this out in the open. I have a theory about Oristiana that
About
well, I don't really want to talk about it here because honestly, when we were walking into this inn, I was a little worried that it was going to be like a final fist inn. And there's like no magics and stuff around, so I don't know if there might be some stray ears, and they probably shouldn't hear what my theory is.
alrighty, should we go upstairs then?
I mean, if everyone's all done down here.
Well, I think I need to make myself known to Alira. It's been a while since I've seen her.
I think
Oh.
she's a little busy.
Yeah, Varys, I don't think you do want to see her. I think she's probably dealing with grief in a very, very unhealthy way.
I look over at Alira and I see her beating the crap out of people.
Who's Alira?
Maybe.
That's that person over there. We should probably talk about that upstairs too.
Oh, y'all want to talk about Alira? And then I
No.
kind of start.
I start dragging Varys upstairs with me.
Hold on.
Biko takes his drink to go.
Zero
Goes
says,
upstairs.
Zero says, as you guys are starting to go, are we retiring for the night?
No. We're not retiring. We're apparently going upstairs.
Are we going to? Let me rephrase that. Are we going to be starting any more hopeless fights tonight?
It
Not
depends on how
unless
this
you are.
conversation goes.
All right. Very well. Barkeep,
Let's go fight
your
him.
largest mug of ale, please.
I'll fight someone if you want to.
Largest mug of ale.
You will do such a thing without me, young friend. I must. How you say it in these lands? Rest for the night.
Yeah, I think we should all get some rest after a talk.
Yeah, I don't want to discuss who Alira is.
We're not upstairs yet.
Upstairs. All right. All right.
Apparently,
Zior,
that's very important to
Zior
talk
grabs
about
his
work.
mug and like follows you eventually.
I'm gonna make sure we say the Alira part before he gets up there.
Well, he's not that far behind.
Oh.
Okay.
And so
Yeah.
Illyria is this one person?
He just gets the mug and then he enters the room, assuming you let him, and just like sits in the corner and starts drinking it, half paying
I
attention
mean-
to what you're saying.
Dreyer is not that interested in Alira if we're upstairs because we want to talk about
All right.
if that makes sense.
So, Alira, now listen, this is going to get freaky deaky. You guys got to just work with me on this one. Y'all know that I may have slept a little longer than most people and then came to this new time continuum type thing. Anyways, okay, we'll fill you in on that later. Just accept that as truth at this point. So what had happened was, and then everybody here who knows, everybody here knows who Alira truly is, and so I'm just gonna move this along for time's sake, and just say I give everybody the info who Alira is.
Ah, okay.
Blake doesn't know who Alira is.
Yeah,
Ah.
I really don't know who Lear is. I mean, I know that we killed her dad, but that's literally all I know about who Lear is.
How can I best summarize
Wait,
this?
does Bloom say that?
He
Does
gave
Blake
us
say that?
our first mission.
I suppose. Well, I guess Chris just said, "Oh, I'm just gonna let's just say for time's sake." So
And
You guys
Zior also like raises his hand in the middle of taking a huge gulp and then lowers it, and with half the liquid still in his mouth, he says, "I also don't know who Alira is."
Okay. A Bloom, Zior, best way to
Got
put
this
it
gang
is.
together, and she is a Purple Vanguard person, and she's like a leader.
All right, don't
killed
mind
her
him.
dad.
He's got a concussion from all
I'm
the
fine.
And so
He said he's fine as he takes a big chunk. Like I'm fine, really.
right. Just look before you fall asleep. Just let me look at you. But all right. So I look at Bloom. I look at Zior. All that y'all needs to know is she's an ally. She's here to help, but she's went through some troubled times, and
She
he
doesn't really-
may or may not have killed her daddy.
She also doesn't really know who we are, and she doesn't know that we killed her dad, and we didn't do it intentionally.
Right.
Stop,
So
but
things
we
get
didn't.
kind of confusing. So let's leave the fact that we killed her dad out of it when we talk to her, and just kind of see how she's
Totally.
been doing.
Totally an accident.
Right.
So, okay. So, I guess the shortest version of this is that most of us technically aren't from this reality, this version of time.
Yeah.
So, we were all before the singularity event happened, where all of the timelines were put together. All of us, well, not all of us, me, Vico, Ferris, and a couple of other friends were together. And Alira was our mentor, who led us and gave us information and helped us to, I guess, kind of figure out what we were doing on our adventures. And then we came to this timeline, and she didn't really know us. But then we started kind of developing a relationship with her again when we started working on this whole magical anomaly thing. But we were working on building a relationship with her on this timeline. And then the whole Greycrest thing happened, which I don't know everything that happened because, me and Don were in prison.
Okay, gotcha. Yeah.
Yeah, so then I don't know what happened there, but I guess
Not
you
that I
guys,
care, particularly care. And he interrupts like he's not paying attention totally. But where's the crazy woman?
Which one?
So, yeah, there's which
The
one?
the one that nearly got us killed at the tower, the glowing tower.
Oh, Dawn. She's asleep.
Oh, okay. Let's keep her there.
Yeah, we'll have to catch her up later. But yeah, so that's kind of the shortest version of who Alira is. Oh, and she's well, she used to be in charge of the Elden Knights. I don't know what's going on with that anymore, because she didn't look like she was in charge of the Elden Knights a second ago.
Okay, cool. So we won't tell her that her dad is dead because of us. That's all. Yep, sounds good.
And I mean, yeah.
Why are we not telling her that?
Would you go around telling people that?
Well, there's nothing honorable about lying.
Technically, I
But we're
didn't
not
shoot the
lying if
arrows.
you don't say anything. But then again, I wasn't around when they did this, so.
I didn't shoot the arrows.
Well,
I look around.
I
at
wasn't
the
with you
group.
when this happened. Not my place. But
Yeah.
in my culture, if you kill someone's daddy, gotta own it.
Well,
I mean,
technically, we didn't kill him. If we all really think about it, it was that wrestler dude.
Leroy.
That's his name. Yeah, he just kind of, how do I say this? DDT'd her off the top of the road. And
Who is
thing
this
I
man? He
know-
sounds very impressive.
it was pretty good.
I want to spar with this man. Where is he?
There's a ladder match next week.
Okay.
But
So, I'm sorry, not to kind of push us in a different direction, but I know who Lyra is, and I'm just from all this information we've learned. Do we need to figure out a plan? And do we need to wake up Dawn to figure out a plan? I don't know. What do y'all think?
I think I'm gonna go and meditate and go get Ted so we can wake up in the morning, see what's going on. Because when I saw Lyra, it looked like she was having a lot of fun that she needs to sleep off.
Well, I want to hear Caitlin's theory.
Oh yes, we got off track. Go ahead, Caitlin.
It's okay. Well, okay, so you make sure, because Dawn will probably be up before you anyway, but just make sure to tell her everything that we told you, and try to use as many of the words that we used.
All right.
Did you take notes?
Yes, in particular the words I used.
All right, I got it.
Just let her know that if there's anything that sounds off or confusing, we'll clarify it with her when we wake up.
No, don't worry, I got it. You guys won't have to clarify a thing.
No, please tell her that
Nope.
if she needs any.
Can you make sure that I'm awake for this?
It's, you know what, Zior? You know what? Why don't you get you some rest too? Because I got this.
Yes, I shall procure myself another jug of ale for this.
Thank you, sir.
Ooh, I want one too.
Very
I think you
smart
should
to
slow
sound
down,
serious
little man.
mistakes.
I think you should slow down, big cat.
Just quit while you're...
Sorry.
He
Was
stops.
that a bad thing to say?
He
I
like
thought we
pulls
were
himself
riffing.
up and then looks down at his
I
mug,
thought we were
seeing that there's
riffing.
still... I shall not indulge your... And he takes a sip.
All right. Well, before anything else starts, because I will be needing my rest tonight, we need to figure out if there's a way we can tell who the next rune holders are, because I think Oristiana might be the next rune of knowledge holder. Or the chosen.
Why?
She said a book appeared out of nowhere, and she had no idea how it got to her. And I'm wondering if she mentioned something about the infinite library that Rob mentioned being tied to the rune of knowledge. So I wonder if she somehow opened the portal to the infinite library without realizing it because she's the next chosen.
So do you think something happened to me? Because I thought she held the rune of knowledge.
I'm not really sure what's going on with Mimi. I mean, what Roth told us is that she's hopping into different temporal times. I don't know if that's by choice or if she's being forced into it because of like magic isn't working right now. And even if she were alive, I don't know what that would do to our current timeline if she wasn't here all the time. I don't know if a second rune person would be chosen.
I don't know how we would go about determining, though, if she would be the next one. Because when...
Well, go ahead.
Oh, no, I was just trailing off because I was thinking.
Oh. I think we need to find a way to figure that out. I'm just not sure how. We're gonna need to figure that out either way.
I am way over base on this one.
What, Bloom?
I just said I'm way over my knowledge base on this one, so.
Well, we got the knowledge of that, the self-proclaimed king Leonidas. Maybe we can find out some more information on that, as well as, isn't Sora's weapon still in Greycrest? Because we talked to Rav, and they said that the items that were in contact with the runes are kind of like a beacon for where the runes are, because I know Oristiana said that she didn't know how that they were tracking the runes, but they have to be doing it somehow. I don't know how you would do it without magic, though.
It could be, Bellkeep could be our next place, just trying to get there in a way, maybe trying to infiltrate the Final Fist and see if we can gather information about how they're tracking things. And it doesn't necessarily have to be all of us, but Biko, you don't really use a whole lot of magic.
No. Not really.
Would that be, we have time to figure it out, but it's something that we can think about. Maybe we can try to go to Bellkeep and figure out how they're doing all of this. How are they destroying these runes? How are they finding them? And do they know about the Chosen? And if they do they have a way to track or to find the Chosen?
Maybe one of us can infiltrate and get more information.
I think
No, I like Keelan's idea better.
I think we should
You can play it
definitely
by
seek.
ear.
Yeah, figure out more
Agreed.
information.
Agreed. And he's still wiping blood off his face. Like, agreed. I could use some sleep.
All right. Well, I'm gonna go to bed. Yeah, Ferris, tell Dawn, please.
Ferris is already long gone at this point.
Okay.
Varys went to meditate.
Okay.
All right. I guess we go to bed.
Yes.
All
Get
right.
another drink for my cat friend and drink it with him, and then I'd go to bed.
All right. You probably pass out by that point, as you're in the
No,
middle
I
of
had
the.
purity. I had purity of body.
Yeah,
Think
but you've been
that
knocked
means-
out multiple times. All right. Let's just say you're exhausted.
You know what? Yeah, you're right. And I have one level of exhaustion already. So yeah, you're right.
So let's just say this: that you wake up with Zior actually still sitting in the chair that he was sitting, and you're kind of like slumped against his large calf.
I wake up and I would stretch, and then I'd make my way to the bed in the room that I paid for.
Okay. All right. Well, assuming all of you guys go to bed, you guys wake up or release yourself from meditation with a full rest.
Are Varys and Dawn gonna roleplay the retelling of what
Varys
happened?
goes and, as he wakes up, he stretches a little bit. Oh man, I'm feeling leveled up and nice. Oh wait, I should go find Dawn. And he goes and searches for Dawn's room.
Varys, as you make your way into the tavern, it appears fairly empty, but Alira is at the bar. You're not quite sure if she's still or if she's awake or not, but she has her head on the bar and a bottle in her hand.
As Varys is kind of walking in to go to Dawn's room, he stops and walks over to Alira. And he just sits next to Alira. Morning, my friend. Could you use a breakfast?
She raises her head. You don't think she was fully sleeping, but as she raises, she sees you and then looks back at the bottle and takes another swig and says, "Well, are you offering to pay for breakfast?
Sure,
Is it
whatever you
morning
want.
already?"
It definitely is. Bright and early.
Oh God, don't shout. God,
All right, my bad.
I suppose I can use some breakfast right now.
Well, I motion over to the barkeep. Hey, barkeep, get this fine lady whatever she wants, and just anything she wants for the day. And I put down 5 gold pieces. Now listen, Alira, don't go too far. I've got to check on my friend here, but I'll be back.
Yeah, whatever. She says, ale and some grits, please. And like slumps her head back down into the table.
Varys, as he puts down the gold pieces, looks back at the bartender and whispers, "Water down her ale, please. She needs some water. And let me know how much her tab is."
He nods his head.
And Varys runs up to find Dawn's room.
Okay. Don, I'm assuming you're already out of your meditation by this point.
No, I think with how tired I was, I just straight up like slept. I don't think I actually even meditated.
So, yeah, you I mean, I don't think you know which room Dawn's is, because she went upstairs way before you guys did.
I think you're absolutely right. So Varys is going to walk upstairs. What does Varys see?